And with your boy. The nation's poorest state used welfare money to pay Brett Favre for speeches he never made. The state auditor says $70 million in federal welfare funds went to Favre, a volleyball complex, and a former pro wrestler in a scandal that has rocked Mississippi. Brett Favre earned nearly $140 million as a star NFL quarterback over 2 decades and millions more in product endorsements. But that didn't stop the state of Mississippi from paying Favre $1.1 million in 2017 and 2018 to make motivational speeches out of federal welfare funds intended for needy families. The Mississippi State Auditor said Favre never gave the speeches and demanded the money back with interest. Favre has repaid the fees, although not the $228,000 in interest. The auditor also demanded, but the revelation by the auditor that $70 million in TANF welfare funds was doled out to a multi-millionaire athlete, a professional wrestler, a horse farm, and a volleyball complex are at the heart of a scandal that has rocked the nation's poorest state, sparking parallel state and federal criminal investigations that have led to charges and guilty pleas involving some of the key players. Favre hasn't been accused of a crime or charge, and he declined an interview. His lawyer, Bud Holmes, said he did nothing wrong and never understood he was paid with money intended to help poor children. Holmes acknowledged that the FBI had questioned Favre in the case, a fact that hasn't previously been reported. The saga, which has been boiling at low grade for 2.5 years, drew new attention in July when the state welfare agency fired a lawyer who had been hired to claw back some of the money just after he had issued a subpoena seeking more information about the roles of Favre and the former governor Phil Bryant, a Republican. The current governor, Republican Tate Reeves, acknowledged playing a role in the decision to sack Brad Pigott, accusing the Bill Clinton appointed former U.S. attorney of having a political agenda, but the state official who first uncovered the misspending and fraud, auditor Shad White, is a Republican. In his first television interview, Brad Pigott, of course, was hired to claw back some of the TANF money. He was fired just after he issued a subpoena seeking more information about the roles of Brett Favre and former Governor Phil Bryant. But remember what I said. The person who uncovered all of this stuff was Auditor Shad White, and he's a Republican. So this had nothing to do with political anything. In his first television interview since he was fired, Pigott said his only agenda was to get at the truth and to recoup U.S. taxpayer funds sent to Mississippi that he says were squandered. The notion of tens of millions of dollars that was intended by the country to go to the alleviation of poverty and to see it going toward very different purposes was appalling to many of us, he said. Mr. Favre was a very great quarterback, but had been a great NFL quarterback. He is not well acquainted with poverty. Pigott, who before he was fired sued on behalf of Mississippi's welfare agency, naming Favre and 37 other grant recipients, laid ultimate blame at the feet of top Mississippi politicians, including Bryant. Governor Bryant gave tens of millions of dollars of this TANF welfare money to a nonprofit led by a person who he knew well and who had more connections with his political party than with the good people in Mississippi who have the heart and the skills to actually cajole people out of poverty or prevent teenage pregnancies, he said. In an interview with the website Mississippi Today, Bryant said he never knew the grants came from welfare money. His lawyer didn't respond to requests for comments. Millions of dollars of federal welfare funds intended for needy families are alleged to have been used to build a women's volleyball facility at the University of Southern Mississippi. The person in charge of the nonprofit group Pigott was referring to as Nancy New, a close friend of Bryant's wife. New and her son have pleaded guilty to state and federal charges and agreed to cooperate. New, a key player in doling out the money, said in a court document that Bryant was among those involved in directing the transactions. Her lawyer declined to comment. To comment. The former head of the state welfare agency, John Davis, has pleaded not guilty to state charges of robbery and conspiracy, and law enforcement officials say the investigations continue. Favre defended himself in a series of tweets last year against allegations from White, the state auditor, that he accepted state money for speeches he never intended to give. I would never knowingly take funds meant to help our neighbors in need, but for Shad White to continue to push out this lie that the money was for no-show events is something I cannot stay silent about, Favre tweeted. The state auditor rejected Favre's defense in a series of tweets that pointed to the contract he obtained and said, "You can continue to use your megaphone as a celebrity to drown out the facts, but it will not change the facts." The speeches aren't the only welfare grants tied to Favre. Text messages obtained by Mississippi Today and authenticated by Piggott showed that Favre sought a $3.2 million grant for a drug company in which he was a shareholder, and a $5 million award that built the volleyball arena at the University of Southern Mississippi, where his daughter played the sport and where he played football. Favre's lawyer declined to comment. The drug company Prevacus, which is Prevacus, was touting treatments to mitigate the effects of concussions. Although none were approved by the Food and Drug Administration, which is the FDA, in some texts, Favre suggested awarding shares in the drug company to Bryant while he was governor. Don't know if legal or not, but we need cut him in. Favre texted a company official in November 2018, referring to Bryant. Following up 3 days later, Favre wrote, "Also, if legal, I'll give some of my shares to the governor." Bryant has said he never would have accepted. So listen to what he said. "Also, if legal, I'll give some of my shares to the governor." Bryant has said he never would have accepted such an offer. All of it remains quite a mystery, Piggott told NBC News, as to why Mr. Favre would get the benefit of millions of dollars in TANF welfare money, both for a fee for speeches he didn't make. $2 million plus to go to a company in which he was the largest outside individual investor, and $5 million for his alma mater to play volleyball in a volleyball building. The state auditor said he found other no-show contracts benefiting former pro athletes and family members of Davis, the welfare agency director. The auditor said Davis directed one contract to Austin Smith, his nephew, who was paid more than $400,000 to provide coding skills classes, even though prosecutors allege he had no such skills and did not know how to teach. At least $3 million went to Ted DiBiase, a retired professional wrestler. Marcus Dupree, a former college football star, also received $370,000 in welfare funds, which prosecutors say partly went to fund his horse ranch. Paul Lacoste, who is the current governor's athletic trainer, was paid $300,000 in welfare funds to run a fitness boot camp for legislators. DeBiase, Dupree, and Lacoste didn't immediately respond to requests for comment. Smith denies all wrongdoing, according to a court filing provided by his attorney. The scandal has also spotlighted the meager scope of Mississippi's welfare program and provided a stark reminder of the Clinton-era welfare reform that provided states with block grants and wide latitude in how they spend them. According to state figures, Mississippi rejects more than 90% of those who apply for the federal welfare benefit known as Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, or TANF. This year, 2,500 children received benefits. State officials said in a state with 192,000 poor children. One of those who had trouble getting help was Tamara Edwards, who raised 4 children on her own while working a series of low-wage jobs. She once received welfare vouchers for child care, and in 2009 she applied again. She said even though her income was low enough, she was denied. They told me they didn't have the funds, said Edwards, who now works as a cook at a Cracker Barrel restaurant. Tamara Edwards raised 4 children on her own while working a series of low-wage jobs. She was denied TANF money in 2009, even though she said her income was low enough. They told me they didn't have the funds, she said. Advocates and state legislators say Mississippi's welfare agency, under years of conservative Republican state governments, has a history of questionable spending and a lack of transparency. TANF has been a slush fund for a long time, said Oleta Fitzgerald, who is the director of the Children's Defense Fund Southern Regional Office and is based in Jackson, the state capital. Mississippi is the poorest doggone state in the country. Where is the money and what are they doing with it? There is nobody on welfare. Welfare participation rates are way down and no one knows where that money is being spent. Aisha Inyadoro, the chief executive of Springboard to Opportunities, a local nonprofit group that works with residents of affordable housing, said, and DHS, the State Department of Human Services, will tell you that the reason that they cannot go about allocating the TANF funds is because they can't find any families who are eligible. Go outside and throw a rock. It's Mississippi. You can find an eligible family. Jarvis Dorsch, a former state legislator who heads the state's chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union, said that when he was a member of the legislature, I could not get a list of how the money was being spent. Dorsch said he had to resort to secrecy. Someone had snuck me a list. It didn't have a DHS logo on it. They had it printed out and snuck it out, he said. White, the auditor, told NBC News the investigation goes on. My office is continuing the work we started over 2 years ago on what is now the largest public fraud case in our state's history. He said we will also continue to work with our state and federal partners to be sure each person responsible for this massive scheme is held fully accountable under the law. And see, I did this story about 3-4 months ago. Hold on, I gotta see when I did this story. I did this story a long time ago. But this is their hero. Sportsman of the Year, Brett Favre. This their hero. But they won't do anything on him. They won't put him out there in the mainstream media. But if this was, I'm telling you, this was a black man who did it, black woman or whatever, any minority, they would have put that out there quick. They would have had him on a platter. And this is what I'm talking about. What's up, Vern? What's up, I Really Hoop? Favre is a part of one of the biggest fraud schemes in Mississippi history, I Really Hoop. They basically were taking money that was supposed to go to the TANF for needy kids because Mississippi is poor. They could have used that money, especially for right now, in what happened with the overflooding of the river because of rain, and then their water is out. They basically gave all this money to him and wrote it out, I Really Hoop, as he was doing speeches, but he wasn't showing up for none of the speeches. And plus the money, they have over 192,000 children that are poor, that are homeless as well. And they not talking about this. They are keeping this under wraps. This was uncovered 2.5 years ago. I'm trying to see. Okay, back in July 2022, this year, I did a video called "The State of Mississippi Fires Lawyer Who Was Investigating Brett Favre." And I did this for 3 hours. This was a 3-hour live stream. They fired the lawyer because the lawyer uncovered what was going on. And he sent out subpoenas to Brett Favre and all these damn state officials because they took the money and gave it to Brett Favre then they took the money and they gave it to a damn volleyball court. But I don't see any outrage. I don't see you pink folk outraged about this. Y'all be the main ones outraged if something happened to y'all white ass. This is the stuff I'm talking about. This country is hypocritical. They're taking all this money that they're giving. They're taking all this money. They're giving all this money. And they're splitting it among each other. America does the same thing. America does this to everybody. When they collect some money, they keep it. Remember that money that was given to Trump or whatever? Or somebody has some money not too long ago. It was supposed to go to the U.S., to the citizens. Ain't nobody see that money. They took that money and went balling with it. But they call us the crooks. Yeah, con artist Favre. He a con artist. Yeah, he owe millions, dog. Dog, that money could have been used to help the people in Mississippi. That could have been used to help them. But no, because the majority is black in Mississippi, they don't give a damn. And why isn't this being promoted? Nobody's talked about this. I've sat on this story for all the time. But now I'm finna start putting it out there. Brett Favre, a hell of a quarterback. I love him. He's top 5 or top 10, but that has nothing to do with this. The problem is you took this money, then he's talking about it was unbeknownst to him. Then they uncovered a message saying that if the money is legal, I'll give some to the governor. Why would you say if the money is legal? So that means y'all been illegally taking money for years, allegedly. All this allegedly, by the way. What's up, AB? What's up, Philip Graves? What up, Nerdy? Leafo in the house. What up, Scrub? Vern, what's up? T-Hub. Yeah, they protecting his image. Why isn't this national news? The only thing NBC been talking about is Lamar Jackson needs to hire an agent. Why aren't you talking about Brett Favre and what he did to the state of Mississippi? You got all those families out there, dog, who are poor. And yet you have nothing to say about it. This is the craziest thing in my life I've ever seen. This is crazy. This is crazy as heck, man. It is crazy as heck. And see, they messing with my stream. They messing with my stream because I'm telling the truth to you guys. They're messing with it because they don't want this to get out. They don't want this to be said. See, they could have took this money and they could have helped those families who don't have water, who's hurting right now in Mississippi. But they don't give a damn, and that's what I've been trying to tell people. America don't give a damn. It don't matter what party you have in America, whether it's Republican, Democrat, F both of them. They don't care. And you got this guy, Brett Favre, out here doing whatever he wants, taking money that could have been given to the needy families. You took the money. You took the money and left. You took the money and ran. Now you trying to play victim, talking about I was there for speeches and everything. That's not the point, Brett Favre, if you were there or not for speeches. The problem is you took money that could have been given to the poor. And then the state has been turning down almost 90% of people who are in need. Come on, Favre, dog, you was that. This is how I know you were an idiot. Great football player, but you an idiot. Didn't I tell y'all? That's why I don't look up to these football or basketball players or these athletes. They human. They humans. And I told y'all. They a trip. You got Brett Favre out here balling with people's money that could have helped the infrastructure. Yeah, put it on your IG, Leafo. People need to see this, man. People need to see this. People have got to stop being blind and look at the truth. I'm not on here for views or if I'm the most loved. I don't care about all that. I care about the facts and the truth. I don't care about a narrative. And this narrative here is basically showing that Brett Favre and co knew about what was going on. Crazy. Crazy that they did this. Told y'all. These guys are crooked. And Brett Favre gonna have to answer this. He gonna have his day in court. Because where did this money go? That's the key thing. This state is already poor. And then you basically deny 90% of the people. You can walk outside and find poor people. So I don't want to hear that who's eligible and who's not. But nobody in the news talking about this. But let it be a black guy. Let it be Warren Moon. Let it be Michael Vick. They'll have it plastered all over the news. But no, it's Brett Favre. We got to protect our great white hope. A trip, man. But this is their hero. They love Favre. They always protected Favre. Favre used to do so much dirt. They don't say nothing about Favre. Crazy. Crazy, man. That's why I tell y'all, man, look at the news. Yeah, Philip Graves, it's mass people in Mississippi who need water. They out here scamming. And this ain't just Mississippi. This is everywhere. America does this too. Right. Right, saying that he wasn't paid to help poor children. Yeah, I know. That's what Favre lawyers said. I know. But we'll see. Oh, I'm not a role model, Sir Charles. I know I put that video about KD better than Charles Barkley, man, people got mad. People over there talking about Charles Barkley was right about KD. He was carried by Golden State. So a man who led in scoring, hit back-to-back game threes to win the championship was carried. That's why I told you. We live in a society, dog, where people are brainwashed, dog. They listen to whatever somebody says and they go along with the bullshit. Just like now, they going along with this. Now, I bet you they gonna limit this video because they limited my other video when I told the truth about something. Right, home to the biggest crooks. That money could have been used. That money could have been used to help so many people, dog. It could have helped so many people. But, and I say but like that, America, Mississippi and all, like, don't matter if it's Mississippi or America. They take the money that's intended for the infrastructure or to help the poor, and they spend it on themselves. Talking about he took the money unbeknownst to him. Like, come on, Brett. Now, if the money was unbeknownst, right? But he has paid back the money. He just has to pay back the interest now, which they'll probably write that off or something because it's Brett Favre. He's white. But he's saying it was unbeknownst to him. Are you sure? Because they got a text message saying that if it's legal, you'll give some to the governor. So you didn't make that text message, so somebody took your phone and made that lie up? I'm telling you, boy. Oh, yeah, about that KD thing on the DZ report. AB, people stupid, dog. People don't like Kevin Durant. It's like, I don't see how you hate a man who's one of the greatest ball players we've ever seen. But we'll talk about that later. You know, because everybody love to hate him, but like I said about Charles, dog, you left Philadelphia to go to Phoenix that had a way better team. But everybody like, that's different. I'm like, no, it isn't. How's that different? He talking about he should have stayed in OKC. He just left OKC like that. Dog, you left Philly. What are you talking about? Shaq left Orlando. I swear, dog, people dumb, dog. That's why I said people are so dumb, bro. I don't even waste my time no more with people. It's like, what are you talking about? Shaq left Orlando. Shaq left the Lakers. Shaq could have been a Laker for life. He could have stayed with the Lakers. No, he like, no, I want more money, and plus y'all trying to give it all to Kobe. Of course they were. Kobe was younger than you, and he was better. That's what I'm saying. You got two hating dudes up there who are the biggest haters in the sport. Charles was a great player. Don't get me wrong. Charles is in my top 5 greatest power forwards of all time. But Barkley be trying to act like he wasn't trying to go to a better situation. Like, come on, stop it. These old heads, dog, even Shaq just came out. Hey, if I thought it was cool joining up, I'd have went to go join the Bulls. That's why I'm telling you, it's a narrative to hate on KD. That's why I don't have a problem if you criticize KD. That's fine. I don't care. But criticize him about what just happened. The Brooklyn loss. That's fine. Criticize how he played. But stop trying to tell me this dude don't have a legacy because he went to a damn team that beat him. Who cares? The point is to win a championship. When he got to the team, the dude was averaging almost 30 a game. One block a game. Y'all act like he went over there and ain't do nothing. That's what I'm saying, dog. People are hypocrites. That's why I don't even argue with people no more. I let people bury themselves. Like I expose like I see these content creators talking about Shaq ended KD. How did Shaq end KD, bro? Look, that's why I told y'all. I just stick to myself and make my content because people out here are sensationalists. They love sensationalizing. Right. If he was a bench player, then I'd be like, yo, you right. Yeah, they stayed on one team. Right. Kobe, Mike, Bird, Magic, and Timmy. Yeah, but Nerdy Blue. They stayed on one team. That doesn't mean anything. What does that mean? Yeah, they stayed on one team. Man, Shaq is a big crybaby, dog. Don't nobody care about all of that. Shaq always been a big crybaby. He always been a crybaby. He would always be upset about something because somebody else was getting more shine than him. He got mad. Appreciate it, Gangu. Appreciate the love, Gangu Roach. Appreciate that, sir. What's up? Where we going? Finna go get my hair retwisted and get braided up. Gotta look fresh this week. I got stuff to do. So I'm about to go get that done. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, dog. All these narratives and stuff. It's like, people tired of it. Appreciate it, 225, girl. Yep, the big 3-7. Getting up there in age, y'all. Getting too old for this. Jeez. Let me get up out of here. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, I was born today, the same day as Beyonce and Damon Wayans. Damon Wayans and Beyonce was born on the same day as me. Ain't that crazy? September 4th got nothing but winners, man. It's crazy. Oh, I know it's looking bad for Trey, because Trey's stupid for that, AB. Me and Mac Mizzle was talking about that last night. We were talking about that. We were talking about how bad that made Trey look. DZ knows Wayans. Yep, all on the same day, T-Hub. Mom.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Where you go?
Get my hair braided. Love you. Get some rest. Yeah, get some rest. Oh, appreciate it, AB. Yeah, it's looking bad for Trey because, see, Trey, this is the thing I try to tell people. See, what Trey should have done, Trey should have talked to Roe. And if they were going to fight, they should have shot the one-on-one. They should have shot the one-on-one fade, dog. Like, come on, you know better than that, Trey. But see, the thing is, Jay done the one who snuck him. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate the B-Day wishes. Appreciate the B-Day wishes. It's not even about being an activist, a street dude, dog. There's some activists who are street dudes. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is it had nothing to do with it was their little brother. And my thing is this. Trey should have sat down and little brother. Look, man, just leave it alone, man. Look, it happened, it's over with. You know, they should have did that. But they didn't want to do that at all. They wanted to basically jump Roe and then come out and lie about it like there's no video that's going to come out showing that you didn't do it. Right, the beef was years ago. And it was between your little brother and your cousin. And you should have sat down as a man, and that's why I told Mac Mizzle they both wrong. Both Zero and Trey are wrong because you guys are family. Blood is thicker. It's thicker than water. But see, you can't tell these dudes that. You can't tell these dudes that at all. You can't tell them that. Every time you try to tell them that, what they do? Man, stay out of business. Slim Thug tried to say something about it. But listen, people, like I told Mac Mizzle last night on the StreamYard, stop trying to bring Slim Thug into it. Slim Thug is a North Side dude. He has nothing to do with South Side stuff. Okay? He's a North Side dude. You can ask AB. North Side and South Side are two different worlds. And Andre Bailey, my big bro, is from Houston. He will tell you, him and Felton Moore from Houston, they will tell you, North Side and South Side do not get involved with each other's mess. That's why when people talk about Swishahouse and they was asking about Flip, I'm like, dude, Flip is from the South Side. He don't care about no damn Swishahouse. Swishahouse is North Side. And AB told us who started the Screw thing. It wasn't DJ Screw, it was another guy. And then DJ Screw took it and ran with it. So people been fighting over who Screw belonged to and all of this crap. It's like, come on. You got to do your history. You got to do your history, man. You gotta do that. You can't come on here thinking, okay, well, this and that. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Give me a sec. My bad, y'all. I had to go grab some cash. Gagu Roach said HD switched the glasses up. I know that. I saw that move. Hey, man, you got to switch it up on them sometimes, Roach. They think they know your moves. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? You got the same beat as Beyonce. Yeah, man, got the same birthday as Beyonce. The same birthday as Beyonce and Damon Wayans. The same birthday. Yeah, it's like it was years ago, and that's the crazy thing about it, AB. These guys should not have beefed. And this is what pisses me off. Zero should have been, listen, Zero should have been went to go shoot the fade with Jay Dunn and been done with it. With Trey little brother, he should have went to go shoot the fade and been done with it. Like, why are you continuously trying to push this, like, to keep going? Like, come on. Come on. Gotta be better than that, man. You over there like, and then like people like, man, he's doing interviews talking about it. He shouldn't be doing that. I'm like, Zero doing the interviews because he don't want his image messed up. Everybody saw the video of him down on the ground in the fetal position. You know, people on the internet are dumb as hell, dog. They real dumb. They'll be trying to say, oh, he got beat down and stuff, you know, so he had to jump ahead of that and say, no, ain't want nobody beat down or nothing. So nah, chill with that. So he had to get ahead of that crap because he already know what would have happened. But my thing is this, is like, you could do an interview. Y'all both could go do interviews, but y'all both can't sit down like men and talk it out. And trade the truth, dog, you know what I'm saying? For you to say that you were activist and all that stuff, you should have known not to do that crap that you did. Why the hell would you go jump that man? Especially that's your cousin. Y'all should never have jumped that man. Now you guys are looking bad. Is messing y'all whole image up. Now nobody F with y'all. And dog, that messes you up. I told you, in Houston, dog, you could just sell your music in Houston, dog, you'll be way over gold. You'll be damn near platinum. If you ride with Houston, like, or Dallas, if you sell your music in Texas, period, man, you gonna make a lot of bread. You gonna make a lot of guap. So, you know, that's why I said it's like, you gotta be careful, man, in certain things that you do. You can't just jump the gun. But this Brett Favre thing, man, got me real pissed off, dog. I did this video in July. They fired that lawyer. And they tried to say, oh, it's because of political agenda, when the person who found all of this stuff was a Republican. Shad White, I think that's his name. He found out about it, and Pickett just went after him and just continued with the case. I keep telling you, it doesn't matter about Democrat or Republican. They all work together. Stop believing this, oh, it's one party bullshit. No. They all are behind closed doors screwing each other. Come on, man. Like, stop it. People got to stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. People love falling for the rope-a-dope. They never stay the course. They never see what's going on. And it's messed up. You know, they have not talked about this case at all. Like, they haven't talked about it at all. They haven't talked about it at all. They haven't talked about it at all. It's crazy. It's crazy they haven't talked about this Brett Favre thing. The media is keeping it so under wraps. It's like, okay, you see they messing with my page. You see my stuff is all slow and everything. They doing that on purpose. They didn't want this to be talked about. They didn't want this to be talked about at all. They wanted this to be under wraps, period. They don't want this getting out about Favre and that and how they've been doing in Mississippi, because it'll give a bad eye to Mississippi as well as the nation. The nation's already receiving hell because people are like, how the hell did you guys give all this money to Ukraine and all these other people, but trillions of dollars to Ukraine, but you couldn't get no money divvied up to help the poor and help the infrastructure of America? It's like, come on. Now, they are getting some jobs back from overseas, pulled back over here, but still, you could have used that money you gave to Ukraine to help everybody. But they've been known about it. It's the same as Flint, like Detroit T said. Shout out to him. He said it's the same thing in Jackson like it was in Flint. They don't give a damn. They know that they need to redo the plant and the water and everything. They didn't want to do nothing about it because it was a lot more black people there than whites. So you know how that goes. But if it's for they white bread, they Wonder Bread, boy, they gonna do everything to protect them. this is messed up. Right, flip is SUC, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Yep, Daryl Scott and Michael Price. They forget. Oh, no, they haven't. First Take, Undisputed, Mike Florio with his old wishy-washy ass. Lamar Jackson needs a contract. Well, Brett Favre need to give back money. He need to take his ass down there and help those people that need help. Do something with his millions of dollars. Y'all always talking about black people got to do something with their millions of dollars. I never hear y'all talk about the white athlete got to do something. Why y'all don't never call these white athletes out to go help out the black community? What you gonna say? It's not their job. It's not their job, but guess what? Black people be buying their damn stuff. Be supporting their old crybaby asses. It's like, come on. Don't nobody talk about nothing. HD said Brett Favre's daughter. Oh yeah, Brett Favre's daughter could come over any day. Gangu Roach. I put her to the wall. From the window to the wall. Yeah, what up, B. Wyatt? Surprised you up this early. Oh, I'm up this early to go get my I gotta go get my hair twisted up, get it braided back. It's getting cooler now, so I can braid my hair back now. Ford Motors was caught dumping old paint, etc. in the black part of town by me in New Jersey. Exactly. They always come to the black community, mess it up, then they try to say we're the reason that it's messed up. When they're the ones who drug all the drugs, the money in our area, allegedly. Allegedly. He said, yeah, it'll be hoodie season in a few more weeks. Yep, it'll be hoodie season, man. And I got a fresh hoodie, a fresh welcome to HD TV hoodie. A fresh one that I'm in. Exactly, Gangu Roach. But they don't care because you know what? It's black people. But when it starts affecting them, they're like, oh man, what have we done? They don't care. They've destroyed this planet beyond repair. Now they're trying to find a way to get to Titan, which is the moon of Saturn, allegedly. They done messed this planet up. This planet's going to be dead in probably, 30, 40 years, 100 years from now? This planet's going to be destroyed. It's going to be gone. They've destroyed the planet. They've destroyed it beyond repair. And then they want to talk trash about black folks, that blacks need to do this. Y'all don't give a damn. Just like this Brett Favre shit. Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all should have been exposed this. But if y'all see the cover of my video, Sportsman of the Year, Brett Favre. They don't want that image to be destroyed. They don't want that image, dog. They praise Brett Favre so much. Brett Favre got away with so much stuff. But yet everybody destroyed Tom Brady. But I'm like, y'all gave Brett Favre a pass. Then all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers doing the same thing Brett Favre did. Aaron Rodgers don't get no criticism. You got Shannon Guzzler, not so sharp, finally speaking out saying, Aaron Rodgers is a prick. No duh, Shannon. We been told you that. We know he a prick. What's up, Know the Ledge? Dog, Pink folk been God. Pink folk been playing since the beginning, since they've been created, since they were grafted. Yeah, we know how Whitey. We know. He said Hoochie Daddy all season. Psych. Whoever wearing Hoochie Daddy draws or Hoochie Daddy wear, you need to jump off the bridge ASAP. We will not miss you. Trust me, we will not come save you. We will let you fall. Media whoop my man. All the media since the beginning. they'll give you a deal to come in and talk to them and everything. During Hurricane Harvey, the black part of most city wasn't hit bad as Sienna Plantation, Vicksburg, or Riverstone. They're all in a wetland area, all because they wanted to get away from us. Yep, exactly. That Hurricane Harvey had everybody in Houston evacuating, which was a waste of time. Which was a waste of time because it really didn't destroy nothing. Houston is so damn big. You know what I'm saying? So they had us as a football team leave to go to Texas A&M College Station. And the thing is, they did that because they were afraid of Hurricane Katrina. Because Hurricane Katrina, but see what people don't understand, that hurricane wasn't going to mess Houston up like that. Houston is too big. Like, people don't understand how big Houston is. Like, Houston is big as hell. Like, people don't understand. Until you live there, you'll see. Like, dog, you can see somebody and you won't be able to see them probably to the end of the day. You might not see somebody for 2 weeks, literally. He said, let me get a pair of Hoochie Daddy shorts. You just get Hoochie Daddy shorts because I said jump off a bridge. You just want to be against the grain, T-Hub. We know what you're doing. They always want to get away from us, dog. They talk about it in movies where whites and all them travel away from us. They're on other planets. Dog, they want to leave us down here. They want to be able to go somewhere else, but they want to leave us. I already know what they trying to do. If you watch Prometheus, you already seen it. Oh yeah, that's right, Hurricane Rita. My bad. No, that wasn't Hurricane Rita, was it? I swore that was Harvey. I was tripping in. I remember Hurricane Andrew destroyed all of Florida, damn near. Right, Harvey was 17. Yeah, you right, Felton, my bad. I'm tripping, dog. That's what happened, man, when you get older. You start losing days. Never king in New York, you live in Texas. Talking about 50. 50 came to Texas to not pay all them damn high-ass tax prices. Texas doesn't have a state tax, which is great. But it's sad, man. Brett Favre, they ain't talk about Brett Favre one bit in the news. This story has been like down, like just submerged like crazy. Nobody's saying nothing about it. They just letting it happen. It's like, whatever. That's how I look at it now. I just be like, man, whatever. But it's sad though. It's sad. Sad as heck. Yeah, exactly, Felton. You're right. But my thing is, media, I want you to answer this question. Why aren't you guys talking about this? This is what I want to know. Why the media ain't talking about this? You know, you guys aren't talking about Favre. You know, you guys talk about everybody else. If this was a black quarterback, former guy, if this was Doug Williams, man, y'all would have been dragging this man's name through the mud. Y'all ain't talking one bit about Brett Favre and what he did to the state of Mississippi. You guys just basically just whatever. Y'all not even paying attention to it. It's crazy. I ain't never seen no craziness like this. Let this slide. Man, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's Brett Favre. Brett Favre. Crazy as hell, man. For real, though. But, yeah. I'm about to head out, man, for to listen to some music, man. I'll probably do a StreamYard today. We're going to definitely do a StreamYard on the Florida State LSU game. We're going to watch my Seminoles get their butt whooped. So, thank y'all for coming by. Thanks for the birthday wishes. You know, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If y'all love what y'all hear, y'all can go to my description box. Hit that link to my Cash App. And you can donate whatever your heart's desire. You guys can also super chat, you know, whenever we have a live or a premiere. And you guys can also leave us super thanks. You know what I'm saying? Anytime. Oh, yeah, you already know, Felton. They can speak on Clinton Portis, but not Brett Favre, right? So thank you guys, man, for listening. Your love. We out. Deezy.